the chains.
All right, Coach, from the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Come on. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Hey.
On 2nd and 9, Allen into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Watch out. Shoot. Yep. Hey, Charlie. Keep grip.
Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Ready, break. Keep that bomb. Hey, Wood.
third down. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
We got Mike 50, huh? If you don't get this, go.
On play action, Allen. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Running on first down, Eckler. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Alert, alert, alert!
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
I'm coming after you.
Throwing now is Allen. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Look at me. Go, fight.
This is Miller. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And credit the tackle to Taco Charlton with a stop.
Second and 10 at the 42.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got the hook up to Miller. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Chris Godwin, touchdown number 18 on the year. Now the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they've punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Let him know.
They'll run here with Eckler. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right, good. We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost. But sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 99. Check 99. Undercut.
They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Let's go, touchdown, baby.
A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here is Eckler. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 17-7 is our score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
5 wide.
Allen now looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Here's Allen. Going left side, it's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here we go, D.
He may try and run for this. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And his kick here is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete. That one covers 29 yards. First down. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Here's second and 8. And that'll be incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one to his tight end. That's Jason Kroon. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Going on the ground with Eckler, finding some room at midfield. And now look at him go. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Austin Eckler, touchdown number 18 on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, able to avoid him. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they let him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 29-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
No chance. Watch the safety creep.
General West. Snap.
Miller. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this one is right down the middle. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards. Now Eckler. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. from the 22. Allen looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is now 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, Echo.
A final shot before half for Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So we have come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. And that will be incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Bravo.
Quick right here. My 50. Watch the run.
Allen throwing again. Looking deep downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play here for Buffalo. And even 50 yards.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, orbit.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
From the gun, it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Get ready.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And he finds Beasley complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
First down.
Set up. 60 Pittsburgh. Leo.
Tackle. Slam.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check right.
Kill. 6 guy. Check 6 guy. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Watch the shit.
Again, it's Miller. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And down right around the 37. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 37-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Go out.
49.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
face.
You.
Second and 15. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
On play action, Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Grady Jarrett in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He wants, and it'll be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
56. Hey, Delta.
SOS. Jack!
Alert.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From the 36, Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I got you.
On play action, Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
It's fourth down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Come on, baby, let's go. Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready up.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They're going to look to throw. Open man is Kroon, the tight end. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Going on the ground with Homer. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. Again, it's Homer. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
From the 27, Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They go play action here on first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Taco Charlton, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Back to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling. Has
to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Allen going to throw again. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one good for 26 and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Allen's throw is complete. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Now Allen again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Allen now on first down. He'll get this to Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Tighten up.
Pass 85.
A handoff. It's Eckler. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Allen off the play fake. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Alert! Stop. Hey, Alpha!
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. This will be caught at about the 5. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check 30.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here, all right? Let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check. Lucky.
They'll run it again with Miller. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, lock it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. On 2nd down, it's Miller. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? Turn 2 stop.
Watch the screen.
Look, squeeze. go. Jackrabbit. Come on.
Let's go. You got that.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Hey, go. Sit up.
Mike 50. Here we go.
Come.
Hey, Mike 50.
Ready. Play.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. On his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
We got 3. 117. Watch tight end.
Sunday.
Number 28. Mike. He's coming. Check in.
Hey, exit.
Now Allen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Round 80.
Check pass.
Alert.
57's Mike. We got 57. Hey, let's get some pressure.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Miami, they pick up win number 7 on the year. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, it'll be loss number 6 on the season for them. And it will be a disappointing finish to the regular season, no doubt. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
gon' slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I get back up. I can't take no